I was not even expecting to ever fall in love with someone, and perhaps that is exactly how the most meaningful love stories begin, not with a grand plan, not with perfect timing, and certainly not with a heart that believes it is ready, but with an ordinary day that quietly becomes unforgettable because someone walks into your life and gently changes the way you see the world. Love often arrives when we have stopped searching for it, when we have convinced ourselves that our lives are complete enough, or when we have become so focused on healing from the past that we no longer expect our hearts to open again. That is why unexpected love feels different. It does not knock loudly demanding attention. Instead, it whispers through small conversations, kind gestures, genuine smiles, and moments of understanding that slowly become impossible to forget. Many people spend years believing they know what love should look like, only to discover that real love rarely follows the script they imagined. It is not always dramatic, and it is not always perfect. More often, it is found in quiet consistency, patient understanding, honest communication, and the comforting presence of someone who makes even the hardest days feel a little lighter. If you have ever believed that love was no longer meant for you, this message is for your heart. Sometimes life delays beautiful things not because you are forgotten, but because you are still growing into the person who can truly appreciate them. Every disappointment, every goodbye, every lonely season may have been preparing you for a connection that is healthier, deeper, and more genuine than anything you experienced before. There is a powerful psychological truth that people often overlook. Our hearts are shaped by our experiences, but they are never permanently defined by them. Even after heartbreak, the human heart possesses an extraordinary ability to trust again, to hope again, and to love again when it encounters emotional safety. Emotional safety is the invisible foundation of lasting love. It is knowing that you do not have to pretend to be someone else to earn affection. It is feeling accepted even when you reveal your imperfections. It is discovering that your silence can be understood just as deeply as your words. Unexpected love teaches us that being loved is not about performing perfectly, it is about being genuinely seen. So many people spend years trying to become more attractive, more successful, or more accomplished, believing these achievements will finally make them worthy of love. Yet the deepest relationships are rarely built upon perfection. They are built upon authenticity. They grow because two people choose honesty over pride, forgiveness over resentment, and understanding over judgment. That is why the greatest blessing you can receive is not someone who admires your strengths but someone who embraces your humanity. Imagine waking up every morning knowing there is someone who believes in your dreams even when you begin to doubt yourself. Imagine having someone who celebrates your victories without jealousy and comforts your failures without criticism. This is the quiet miracle of healthy love. It becomes a place where growth is encouraged rather than demanded. It reminds us that love is not about completing another person but about walking beside them as they continue becoming who they were always meant to be. Perhaps you never expected to fall in love because disappointment had convinced you that protecting your heart was safer than risking it again. That feeling is more common than many realize. Psychology tells us that painful experiences naturally create emotional walls designed to keep us safe from future hurt. Those walls are not signs of weakness, they are signs that your heart once fought hard to survive. But healing begins when someone consistently proves that kindness still exists, that respect is still possible, and that trust can slowly be rebuilt. Healing love never rushes your heart. It patiently waits for your fears to soften, your confidence to return, and your smile to become genuine once more. This kind of love is not loud enough to impress strangers, but it is strong enough to transform lives. It reminds us that being deeply understood is one of the greatest emotional needs every human carries. We all long to be accepted without constantly explaining ourselves. We all hope to find someone who notices when we are pretending to be okay. We all desire a relationship where vulnerability is welcomed instead of judged. These are not unrealistic dreams. They are fundamental emotional needs that every healthy relationship should nurture. Love is not merely an emotion, it is a daily decision expressed through countless ordinary actions. It is choosing patience during disagreements, choosing encouragement during uncertainty, choosing honesty when dishonesty seems easier, and choosing loyalty even when life becomes complicated. These daily choices slowly build an unshakable bond stronger than fleeting excitement alone. The beautiful truth is that lasting love often feels surprisingly peaceful. It replaces anxiety with security, confusion with clarity, and fear with confidence. It does not constantly leave you questioning where you stand because genuine love communicates through consistency. If someone truly values you, their actions will gradually remove your doubts instead of creating new ones. One of the greatest blessings life can offer is meeting someone who inspires you to become more compassionate, more patient, and more grateful without forcing you to change who you are. Such love becomes a mirror reflecting the best parts of your character while gently encouraging growth in the areas where healing is still needed. This is why unexpected love often arrives after seasons of personal growth. By then, you have learned lessons that younger versions of yourself could not yet understand. You begin to realize that compatibility is more valuable than chemistry alone, that kindness outlasts charm, and that respect creates a stronger foundation than temporary passion. Real love does not erase life's challenges, but it changes the way those challenges are faced. Two people standing together with mutual trust can overcome difficulties that would have overwhelmed them individually. Love is not the